What's good? We in the build. Let's just get it started. I'm not gonna play
Investor Bob Diamond. We often get asked, how do you compare the house flipping business?
Let's see what he says.
Yesterday. Fuck! Now, Chirac finna go through 40 days and 40 nights of the
off rip, already alluding to something biblical about to happen. Off the rip, already alluding to something biblical about to happen. So he's already reinforcing his position. You called him the Grim Reaper this whole time. Off the rip, alluding to something biblical. Like off the rip. Not even taking a little bit of time to look at what he's saying. And listen how he does not stumble as we seen him through the X interview. Listen to this guy.
Ops getting payback for what they just did to my nigga Lil Reese. Now, y'all don't know, man, the shot
to his is yours? He's your? Really? Payback. That's what he mentions. First thing.
Right, Grim Reaper. Little fucking Reese just recently got shot yesterday, and this has never been reported ever before. Lil Reese, even though he got jumped earlier this year, we will get into that. Somebody actually
he got jumped.
Now, it's very serious, and this is no joke, no laughing matter. He was shot in the neck. He's in critical condition. What happened is they're saying he was in the suburbs on 167th or something like that.
Whoa, he's in the suburbs and this happened, right? So why are you always alluding to the south side? Isn't he good out there? But he's in the suburbs, this happens. Really? That contradicts a lot of the things you've said over the years. Really? Think about it. This actually kind of makes you look stupid. This happened in the suburbs and what? And I was saying what? Come on. Stop being dumb.
The car pulled up on his, shot at him, and a bullet went through his neck. Now they're saying he was able to get out the car and he was brought to the hospital by a friend. And at that hospital, they realized it was too serious of a situation. They transferred him to another hospital. Now, we don't know if he's on life support. We don't know if he's conscious.
Listen to the condescending speech.
But we're sending our prayers and we're hoping everything is okay. It's very serious.
Okay? It is. So
now, this is what I have to say in terms of commentary.
What do you got to say?
Because you guys should know, you used to do the war in Chirac. I still get a lot of flack for it. I mean, you know, while people like Lil Reese and even like, you know, Chief Keef and others, they understood it, they appreciated it, they looked at it as promo. A lot of people.
They looked at it as promo because it was promo. You looked at it as a come up off of their lives when their lives were at stake. Get that straight. I hear you trying to respond to me and not respond. No, you're going to need a real response. You're already trash. I got you. Yeah, you caught flack, but TheCzarr's on it. There's a difference. When I'm on it, it's different. Because you're not, that little stuff you use to talk through, it's not going to work here. Not going to work here. No, I'm not letting you slide out like that. Not at all. You don't get to slide out the narrative when you ran them for years and years and years and years and years speaking about this type of stuff. No. You don't speak on it that way. Let's hear what else you were trying to say. Let's hear him mumble and grumble. This is about Lil Reese's safety and health. Listen how he mumbles and grumbles and enters himself. Who else have we seen doing that? Take it away, DJ Summer's Eve.
People have been really critical of me doing that. And I will say, you know, getting to know Lil Reese, I did a lot of commentary on him and situations around him. Mm-hmm. It was a growth process for both of us. I saw how.
So it was a growth process now that you've already done it and it's done. You didn't think about nothing then. You referred to them with the C word. You did all of that. Now you're backpedaling off of what you've done. I've never seen something so simple. Like years of you doing this. What else?
He was growing, not only as a person, but as an artist, as someone who really has lived far beyond he thought he was going to live on this earth.
And you helped him survive? Oh no, what you've done is help him survive. You're solely responsible for the come up. You weren't there commentating on the side like, oh, the midgets, there's too many things when he alludes to people. Now he gets shot, and you come out and say this. Now, just now. Now, oh, he got there will be get backs for my nigga Lil Reese. Really? Really? You did the same thing for X.
And from then, we got a mutual respect and understanding with each other.
You say this when he can't speak for himself. You say this as he can't speak for himself.
Okay, again, there's nothing greater in life than growth. And while some people try to stunt your growth.
How about life, being alive, to appreciate that growth, to appreciate change?
We should all be allowed to grow. Now, with that being said,
I know
Lil Reese is independent. He's one of the artists that hasn't left Chicago. He's not the one that.
Lil Reese was signed to Def Jam last time I checked. What has changed? What has changed? Tell me what's changed.
Ran to like LA. He's not the ones that's gonna run to Atlanta or run to New.
Taking shots at Chief Keef, taking shots at whoever has left for a better life. He said he's not one of those who ran. This is what he thinks of you. How did they run? They changed their life. Everybody knows you come up, you leave. Why are they any different? Why are they any different? If you're telling me they moved away is running, I think they're smart. Why would you just told that you gave advice to X when it came to beef. They moved so they wouldn't have to deal with it. So why is it running? Listen to the terminology you're using. What are they running from? You're talking about his homies, right? You're saying he stayed right there. They ran. He's talking about Young Chop too. He's talking about all y'all. What is he? Where are you getting to?
He always wanted to keep his Chirac. And honestly, while I do think that's
how about he wanted to be around his family in Chicago? He wanted to keep it Chirac. You can't help yourself. You can't help it. You came this far, no matter what growth, you can't help it. You got to stand by what you said. Oh, I grew. You grew a lot, right? Let this dummy speak.
You got to realize not because Akademiks ain't reporting everything going on in Chirac no more means niggas ain't trying to get revenge day in, day out.
They will always tell on themselves. Let me rewind it. Did you catch that? Did you catch that? Okay, I'm not the only one. Did you catch what he just said? You'll always tell on yourself because you're not thorough enough not to.
And honestly, while I do think that's commendable, you got to realize not because Akademiks ain't reporting everything going on in Chirac no more.
I do think that's
ain't trying to get revenge day in, day out. Means niggas don't hate him. Means niggas reporting everything going on in Chirac no more. Means niggas ain't trying to get revenge day in, day out. Means
DJ Akademiks ain't reporting things in Chirac, whatever he says anymore. Means that you say it again. You say it. Because you just
that's commendable. You gotta realize not because Akademiks ain't reporting everything going on in Chirac no more. Means niggas ain't trying to get revenge day in, day out. Means niggas don't.
So you're aware revenge was achieved off of your media that allegedly was just to inform news? Are you aware of that? Are you aware of that? here, it makes it seem like you're aware of that, right? You are aware of that, right? Okay, so now we're seeing eye to eye. Now you see what I'm saying. Now you see what I'm saying. Now you see what I'm talking about. To tell me revenge wasn't achieved off of alluding to people. Now I got you now. You got me. Now we're talking level. So you're aware of that, right? You are? Okay. I just want you to know. That's crazy.
Hate him, these niggas ain't trying to kill him. And that's the reality of what's going on in Chicago. And
that's the reality. How about that's the reality of my contributions to Chicago? He's not really saying what he needs to say, because saying it is going to sound even crazier. You're going to be like, what? I'm telling you, this guy is funny style. Something ain't right.
When we see earlier this year, he got jumped by a bunch of dudes, and they're like, yo, he defecated himself. We should really look at that situation and say, man, this is serious, really serious. So as we see this.
Now it's serious because the guy you call Chirax Grim Reaper has been harmed. It wasn't serious when others were. It wasn't. It's only serious now because of this. It wasn't serious before. Wasn't? Not at all. Not even a little bit. Really? Where are you going, guy? Where are you going? Where are you going? You're aware revenge was in the mix during your media. You're aware that growth is not taken into full concentration at the point when you're aware of so much. Why didn't you change your media? He never changed his media. He kept doing it when others were getting harmed. Now he gets harmed and he's trying to say, really? 333 people are on to you. 333 people are on to you. They see it. You've done this forever. Now you're trying to make it seem like some condescending come to the light moment. Still taking shots. Took shots at all his homies that left. Just heard you do that. They ran. What'd they run from? They ran. What? Really? They ran? How about they moved for the safety of their family? Nothing knowledgeable. That's how I know your advice to X was bullshit. That's how I know it. I know it was. Because there's no way you'd be speaking like this now. Let him continue. It gets better. Like, I wish. Like, I don't care if I had one person watch. I don't give a fuck. I don't. He needs to be seen for what he's done. I've seen. Do you know how many families, when talking about Chicago, were reaching out to me about this situation? Stuff you did without even mentioning you. You lived your life off of them. You got your growth, your success off of this series. Now you want to get into it and say, oh, well, since I'm not reporting the news no more, so revenge, like certain topics and knowledge and things. Speak about what it is you didn't speak about. The deaths, kidnappings, things. You don't want to talk about stuff that matters. I already brought up the organ harvesting thing. You didn't bring up nothing to deal with anything like that. You just want to speak about the buffoonery and call them the C word. After you glorified their downfall, now you're glorifying them to uplift while they're in pain. When he can't feel it. He can't feel it from the heart. He's going through his situation. Now you want to sound good. Hold on. Yo, within 5 minutes, it gets better. You won't believe it.
Unfolds. And we saw Lil Durk say, he's good. I don't know what he's good means. Critical condition don't mean he's good. When I hear critical condition could go either way, I'm praying that he will survive. I'm praying that he will also learn from this. I'm praying that he'll move from Chicago.
So when you were sitting there meeting with him, and you were glorifying packs and all types of stuff. Why didn't you say that to him? Why didn't you say, yo, I want you to move. I want you to get things. That's what someone real would have did. Not mention, oh, people ran. Like making them seem like they're not smart. Really? I just realized something. Nah, I'll let you speak. I'm gonna let you finish.
You know, when we initially covered a lot of Lil Reese like events in 2013 and 2015,
it wasn't Lil Reese events. You alluded to him for everything. The Chirac Grim Reaper every time, because he mentioned them or they said something bad about him. You mentioned this every time. It was not events by him. This is an event related directly to him. There were other situations you alluded to him. It had nothing to do with that.
You know, like it was kind of like the understanding or what was kind of given off was like, yo, this nigga's untouchable. Nobody could touch no Lil Reese, but you get to realize, bro, you.
There we go. There, guys, did you hear that? He spoke about it by basically saying, this guy's untouchable. Like you expected someone to touch him. You just told on yourself. I told you when these guys do funny stuff, you tell on yourself. We spoke about him like, this guy's untouchable. You didn't know he was a human being from the jump. This is crazy. This is my best video right here. You did the work for me. Thank you. I came at you on topics. You did the work for me. This is what I wanted you to say. In your mind, he's untouchable. So let me speak about him. Now he's touched. Now you're trying to change up the narrative how you speak. You are a catalyst to the downfall of these individuals. That's in my mind. I can never go back on that thought. This is what I'm saying. Your responsibility for a lot of what has happened has been instruction for certain people, allegedly on the backsides, looking at dates, receipts, time things happen, and you never cared. You never did. Did you even take the time to look? I told you I did some Chicago stories. Some stuff happened. Period. I did some Chicago stories. Stuff started happening. I stopped. I was like, yo, they're up on media. And they use media like detectives. Like they use it to go do their business. I ain't doing this. But you are just now realizing these things. You boosted him up as Grim Reaper so long. Something bad happens. Now you're acting as if you weren't in the know. I don't believe you're that stupid. Really?
You know, I met the nigga. We're all human. And while things might go your way a bunch, it doesn't guarantee it always will go your way.
So the way you look at it as things was going his way. Stuff was happening in his favor. Until this happened, now you want to look at it a certain way. That's selfish, but it proves a lot what your true character is. You're there for the coonery and buffoonery, no different than anyone else, and it worked for you because you got a hit off of speaking about their lives. Now something bad happens to him, and you trying to backpedal like you ain't never know. Really? Really? And what did you really gain from it?
So I'm so saddened that he got hurt. I'm so sad he got shot at.
Are you sad? Are you really sad? No. Are you really sad? Stop. Are you sad? How about you're sad for your series having that get done to people? What about your series?
And I'm so saddened that he got like really badly injured. But I'm hoping he makes it through because we've already lost Fredo Santana. Of course, not to gun violence, but we lost him nonetheless. And for me, in Chicago, the drill movement, man, Chief Keef, Lil Reese, God bless the dead, Fredo Santana, and also Lil Durk, they were really instrumental in changing not only the culture and what was going on in Chicago.
Then why did you allude to them as savages? Why did you allude to them as savages? If I'm going to make some type of change, why would I allude to them as savages? Why? What do I gain? What do I gain alluding to them as savages? What do I gain by calling him savage? I just showed you how he downplayed Fredo Santana, who wanted to be mayor. I showed that. You called him Loof. Like, oh.
But really, hip hop, they inspired so many people. And they're national treasures, even if you don't think they are on a music standpoint. Maybe not even think all of them are on a music standpoint. But trust me, what they represented and what they did in the culture is still reverberating to this day. Again, I'm sending my condolences to everybody who cares about Lil Reese. Again,
I'm sending my condolences to everyone that cares about Lil Reese. Listen to how you speak. Have you ever had a professional speaking class? Is that how you speak to someone who's in a situation? How about you just send your condolences in general? Because aren't you one of the people that care too? Really?
And I know a lot of this stuff, it boils down beyond what my commentary is. This is street shit on street shit on street shit. But I hope, he could make it through and get out of there, because trust me, I would definitely not want him to die at the hands of gun violence, all right? We already lost a lot of people, and come on, like we lost Capital. Come on, we don't want to lose another one, all right? Get in the comments, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Share your favorite Lil Reese.
Didn't this guy just talk? Look. Oh my goodness. You finally did what I wanted you to do too. Look at what Lil Reese said to him. Look at that. BAN dang near put feds on me talking about some Grim Reaper. He just called you out himself. I'm done. And you show it. So what consensus did you come to with him? Yo, I can't make this stuff up. Y'all think I don't chop it up with people from Chicago. I don't chop it up with people. You think I don't speak to them. I know what's really thought of you. You talk about what they really think about you. Then let's talk. They know you're a problem. You've been a problem. They've addressed it. You kept doing it, and you're doing it here. Thank you for showing exactly what he thought about what you said about him. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I know I ain't talking on my butt. I know I'm not. You are DJ Summer's Eve Vag Wash. You are a disgrace to media. I don't care. You can say they're national treasures. The only treasure you'll be is something to watch that's funny. Because you're a joke. You really are a joke. You joked on him even when he did this, did you still not do it? When he said, talk about some Grim Reaper, did you still do it or not? You are a sucker. To the highest extent. Sucker. When they show, they better have your picture under and narrate it DJ Sucker, Vag Wash or something. Because that's atrocious. You kept doing it. I saw that. When he told you, kept doing it. I'm like, this guy has no respect for their lives. It's not even feds on him. You put enemies on him. You're saying, like, Shot Rat's Grim Reaper. You think, number one, police watching like a Grim Reaper. And enemies were. That's a fact. There were some movements made off of watching some of your media. I can tell you that for a fact. That's the one thing you don't want me to do. I will go and show moves made off of watching what you posted. That's crazy. Now something happens to him. You're trying to backtrack. It's the bad's already done. Sadly. Man. Yo, for real though. For real, yo. You're a sucker. And this was yesterday. This was you yesterday. Still ain't learned your lesson. You didn't grow. You didn't learn. Let them be. You already destroyed it. Let it be. Still doing what he... All rights reserved. I can't talk about this. Yo, they're directly addressing you. Saying the dumb stuff you're doing, you're still doing it. And you know he's in the hospital, so you're going to show this at the end. Guess he was talking to you. Who coined that name? You're probably going to brag, I called him Grim Reaper. You increased the stress. You didn't help nothing. What'd you help? What did your news on the war in Iraq help? What did that help? Who did you look out for? Who did you assist? You snitched. You put people in jeopardy, and you literally made money off of it. Their lives. Now their lives are in a situation, all you can do is condolences to whoever cares. I'm done. I'm out. He's done. He can't hide it. I spoke about old stuff. Who yesterday came in here? Why are you speaking about the old stuff? Talk about the new. He's still doing it. He doesn't get it. You're the kid that just doesn't get it in the classroom. When somebody's like, nah, yo, I'm not rocking with you. You're like, yeah, let's go out for this. Let's do this. Guys, meet up at my house. I'm not rocking with you. Okay, we can go outside. We can do this. I'm not rocking with you. Okay, yeah. Then the person says, I'm going to calm down. I'm going to speak calmly to him. Like, hey, you seem like a cool person. I don't have the time to rock with you like that. Okay, maybe somewhere later we could go out. You're that nagging kid that doesn't get it. You don't get it. I have way more of them that told you leave them out your media. Way more. Because you were coining names, telling on them, mentioning other people, alluding they were involved in stuff. Honestly, because of all the situations you alluded to being in his mentions, we don't even know who's really responsible and for what. Because you put him out there like that. You hung him out to dry. For real. Your homie? That's what you do to your homies? Oh, well, we know how he moves. Keeping my distance. That's my homie. Right there. DJ Hack. My homie, DJ Vag. Shower full of Summer's Eve. That's my guy. Yeah. Sure. You are the worst character. I'm embarrassed as a black man that you could even possibly share that same title with me. It's disgusting. It's people like you that really do the job of anything that people would say, oh, racist or something. You do it for them. You're the problem. I'm done because this is sad. This man's life's in jeopardy. He was attacked in the suburbs, so you know it was personal. But because you alluded to so much in your news stories, we don't even know where to begin. It could be anyone. It could be a suburban team trying to get some clout. Like, oh, that's Reese. Let's get him. He's not used to being out here. He's Chirac Grim Reaper. Called you out for you saying it so much. Get well, Lil Reese. Get well. And please, once you're back up, don't stay away from people like this. People like this, stay away from them. Your favorite rapper's time, your favorite movie star's time, all rights reserved.